So at Elite Industries, we care about safety. We've had some close calls over the years out in the water. So we've installed some safety equipment on the barges just to make it a little safer for the operator or for the guys that are out in the field and working with these things. So this underneath here is a proximity switch. And short and sweet is it's a magnet. And what it is, it's got an M12 connection that goes up to the valve bank, which has 2 coils underneath the valve bank, and it doesn't allow you to switch your height from tilting down underneath the water to going, forks up in the air to put a lift on shore. So the center scissor has to be closed in the closed position in order to switch angles. And that's important because if you have a load on there and you have the ability to switch angles with a load on there, we've had a couple close calls where some individuals almost got hurt. So we just thought, we care about it, we want to make this right. So proper adjustment on this, all it has is it has a jam nut on the top and a jam nut on the bottom. The proximity switch itself is threaded all the way up and down. Proper adjustment here is about your pinky will fit in between the metal plate here and the top of the proximity switch. The top of the proximity switch is actually pretty sensitive. So if you ever get to the point where this plate is touching the top of that proximity switch, it can crush it and damage that proximity switch. So this is about proper adjustment here so that to ensure you can't switch the bed height when you're have the center scissor up in there. Also underneath this plate is a counterbalance valve. So if you were ever to blow one of these hoses coming to the hoist, it'll actually lock itself in position. Which it's just a safety thing. It might be a pain to get off the lake after you blow a line, but the cool part is when you blow a line, the center scissor isn't going to come crashing down, just in case somebody's underneath the H-frame and forks. Nobody should be. I mean, that's a safety thing that we always tell our crews that go out is never get underneath the H-frame and forks. We're going to show you a continuation of the proximity switch adjustments, and here's how you properly adjust it from the operator's helm. So there's your height adjust, there's your tilt adjustment rod right there. It goes in and out and works properly. Okay? So the center scissor is all the way collapsed. Now if I lift this bed up even just the slightest, you can see that big pin move there in a second. Even if I move that much, now when I throw the spool, it killed the motor. Okay? That means the proximity switch is working correctly. I'm going to restart the motor here. Now you watch that rod, if it goes down, okay, so I'm still not touching that saddle, so I still shouldn't be able to throw that rod, and I can't throw the rod either way, okay, now I'm going to set that pin all the way in that saddle, okay, I still can't throw it because what you have to do up in the front is actually suck the center scissor down just a little bit, and we set it that way at the factory on purpose, okay. There you go. That's proper adjustment. You never want to be able to throw that rod when you're up that high. That means you need to adjust your proximities.